No fun?
एक नंबर छोटा करना लगेगा हम भेजी लिंक मेरे को सिस्टम में नहीं आया कुछ नहीं कर सकता हाँ सात कान छोटा कर सिस्टम में नहीं आया एक बार चेक कर
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. This is your very own spoken English trainer. This is your very own professional spoken English trainer from Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to one and all. Good afternoon to every man check of you. Good afternoon to Wall and Sunbury. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. I'm live again. I'm back. I am back. Here I am today in flesh. All you people out there, don't be chickens. Don't panic. Don't get apprehensive. Don't worry. Don't bother. Come and join me live. Come and join me in large number. Come on, all you people out there, come and join me in large number. I am live again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon to every man jack of you. Good afternoon to all in Sunbury, and good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all in Sunbury. Good afternoon to every man check of you. Good afternoon to one and all. How are you people doing today? Answer the simple question of morning and get connected with me like today. How are you people doing today? And the answer is, I am doing pretty well today. Yes, you heard me correct. So that's the answer for how are you doing today? How are you people doing today? Hope everything is taking a boo and hunky-dory with you people out there. Marty to welcome you to my domain. Happy to welcome you to my domain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. How are you people doing today? How are you people doing today? Well, the answer is, I am doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. What about you? Or how about you? Come on, all you people there. All the people out there come and join me. Large number. I've decided to get live today. What are you people waiting for? Well, I keep telling you people that English language has got two sides like a 1 rupee coin. Yes, you heard me correct. English language has got two sides like a 1 rupee coin. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Good afternoon to everyone, check of you. Good afternoon to all and sundry. Good afternoon to one and all. How are you people doing today? Well, just get connected with me by answering the simple question of mine. I am doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. What about you? Well, I'm in the pink of my health. I am doing pretty well. Thank you very much. I am as fit as a fiddle. I'm in fine fiddle. I'm in the pink of my health. Well, I'm talking about spoken English. I am talking about spoken English, and I'm telling you people out there that English language has got two sides like a 1 rupee coin, written English and spoken English. So we're here to talk about written English. Are we here to talk about spoken English? Yes, we're here to talk about spoken English. Well, in my previous live sessions, remember talking about a couple of words, remember covering a couple of words like audible. What exactly is the spelling of the word audible? A-U-D-I-B-L-E. And what does audible mean? Audible means able to be heard. Yes, you heard me correct. That's the meaning of the word audible. A-U-D-I-B-L-E. Audible. What does audible mean? Audible means able to be heard. And the opposite word for audible is inaudible. And what does inaudible mean? Inaudible means unable to be heard. I remember talking about those two words, and remember covering those two words in my live session, in my earlier live session, in my previous live sessions. For example, is my voice audible? Is my voice inaudible? Well, all the people out there come and join me in large number and decided to go live today. This is the very own KMD unit from Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon to every man check of you, and answer the simple question of mine and get connected. I'm going to be live today. I'm going to be live for the next an hour. Come and join me. Come and join me. Yes. Good afternoon, Ganesh. Thank you very much for joining me live today, Ganesh. Thank you very much. Well, frankly speaking, I was waiting for you. Thank you very much for joining me live today. I really appreciate you joining. How are you doing today, Ganesh? How are you doing today? I am doing pretty well. Thank you very much, sir. What about you? Good afternoon to you too, Ganesh. Ganesh happens to be one of my previous students. Ganesh happens to be one of my old students. And the best thing about Ganesh, is he has been getting connected with me live every day. Yes, I got the reply from Ganesh. I am doing pretty well, sir. What about you? Well, I'm doing pretty well, Ganesh. Thank you very much. I'm in the peak of my health. I am as fit as a fiddle. I'm in fine fiddle by the grace of God Almighty. I'm keeping up well. Thank you very much, Ganesh. Have you had your breakfast, Ganesh? Have you had a breakfast? And have you had your lunch? Have you had your breakfast? Have you had your lunch? Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon to every man, Jack of you. Good afternoon to one and all. Good afternoon to all and sundry. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Marvy to welcome you to my domain. Well, here is a reply. Ganesh says, yes, sir, I have had my lunch. Yes, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fabulous. Kudos to Ganesh. Ganesh, you're doing pretty well. Congratulations, you got the right answer. Have you had a breakfast? Have you had your lunch? The answer is yes, sir. I have had my lunch, or you could say, I have had. No, I have not had my lunch. Okay, Ganesh, how's your family doing? Well, I'm talking about your parents, Ganesh. How's your family doing? And here is the answer. My family's doing pretty well. How is your family doing? How is your family doing? Remember, Ganesh, it's not family. Remember, the word family is not divided into 3 syllables. The word family is not divided into 3 syllables. Well, for your kind of information, the word family is divided into 2 syllables. It's not family, it's family. And I'm talking about your family right now. I'm talking about your family, Ganesh. And my question is, how is your family doing? Here is a reply. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you joining me today. I really appreciate your answers, Ganesh. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your consistency. I love the way you get connected with me live every day. That's fabulous. My family is doing pretty well, sir. I got the reply. Well, congratulations, Ganesh. What are people out? All you people out there, what are you waiting for? Come and join me live today in large number. I'm going to be live for the next an hour. Ganesh replies my question by saying my family is doing pretty well. My family is doing pretty well. Well, Ganesh, I'm coming back to you. Right. Ganesh, are you footloose and fancy free? Are you footloose and fancy free? Now, Ganesh, if you remember, I remember talking about this expression. I remember talking about this idiomatic expression in my previous live session. Footloose and fancy free. What does footloose and fancy free mean? Well, footloose and fancy free means you are not committed, you are not in love with someone, you are not married, you don't have any sort of responsibilities, then you are footloose and fancy free. Yes, Ganesh says bachelor, sir. Yes, Ganesh is a bachelor. I know you're a bachelor. My question is, are you footloose and fancy free? Answer this question of mine, Ganesh. Yes, sir, I am footloose and fancy free. I know you're a bachelor. I'm a bachelor too, and I'm footloose and fancy free. If you are not married, if you're not committed to someone, if you're not married, then you are footloose and fancy free. Well, I'm joined by one of my old students, one of my previous students, Mr. Ganesh, who's a bachelor, and Ganesh is also footloose and fancy free, and Ganesh is also a denarian. Yes, you people heard me correct. Ganesh is a denarian. The word denarian talks about the people, talks about boys who are between 10 years of age and 19 years of age. And Ganesh is 18 years old, and Ganesh comes under the category of denarian. Well, if you could remember, yes sir, I'm footloose and fancy free. Thank you very much, Ganesh. I really appreciate your answer. Ganesh, if you could remember, I remember talking about denarian, and after denarian, remember talking about Weissenarian. Hope you remember. I remember talking about denarian. Denarian is a person who's between 10 years of age and 19 years of age. I remember talking about Weissenarian, V-I-C-E, Weissenarian. And Weissenarian is a person who's between 21 years of age and 29 years of age. Remember, Ganesh, you are a denarian because you are 18 years old, but I'm not talking about denarians here. I'm talking about Weissenarian. Remember, Weissenarian are those people who are between 21 years of age and 29 years of age. I'll also remember talking about Tricenarian. Yes, you heard me correct. I remember talking about Tricenarian. Remember, Ganesh, Tricenarian are those people who are between 31 years of age and 39 years of age. We have 3 different words here. Hope you got my point, Ganesh. Denarian, Weissenarian, and Tricenarian. Denarian, a person who's between 10 years of age and 19 years of age. Weissenarian, a person who's between 21 years of age and 29 years of age. Tricenarian, a person who's between 31 years of age, and 39 years of age. Now after that we have Ganesh, quadragenarian. What do we have? Quadragenarian. Quadragenarian is a person who's between 41 years of age and 49 years of age. Remember the words, all the people out there. Genarian, bicenarian, tricenarian, and quadragenarian. Yes, thank you very much, all the people out there, for joining me live today. Come on, come and join me in large number. This is your very own KMD unit from Learn English with KMD platform, where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Thank you. Good afternoon to every magic of you. How are you people doing today? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Come and join me in large number. Well, I'm talking about spoken English here. Spoken English. Yes, what does spoken English mean? Spoken English means speaking English fluently without hesitation. Yes, I remember talking about a couple of words in my previous sessions as well. Audible. Is my voice audible? Yes, sir, your voice is audible. I'm afraid, sir, your voice is inaudible. What does this expression I'm afraid mean? I'm afraid means I'm sorry. What does I'm afraid mean? I'm afraid means I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yes, sir, your voice is audible. I'm afraid, sir, your voice is inaudible. I'm sorry, sir, your voice is inaudible. I remember talking about those two different words here, visible, invisible. Am I visible? Yes, sir, you are visible. I'm afraid, sir, you are invisible. I remember talking about words like paternal and maternal. And I remember telling you people the word paternal talks about the relatives of your father, and the word maternal talks about the relatives of your mother. No more grandfather and grandmother. You better use this word paternal grandfather. Now when you use this word paternal grandfather, remember you're talking about your father's father. Maternal grandfather, you're talking about your mother's father. Paternal grandmother, you're talking about your father's mother. Maternal grandmother, you're talking about your mother's mother. Right? I remember talking about a couple of idiomatic sentences in my previous live session. For example, dogs are barking. What is that? Dogs are barking. Well, what does dogs are barking mean? Well, dogs are barking means my legs are hurting. Yes, you heard me correct. What does dogs are barking mean? Dogs are barking means my legs are hurting. For example, I can't walk anymore. For example, I can't walk anymore because my dogs are barking. I can't walk anymore because my legs are hurting. Are your dogs barking? Here is my question to all you people out there. Come on, come and answer the simple question of mine and get connected with me live today. Are your dogs barking? Yes, my dogs are barking. No, my dogs are not barking. Well, remember, you're not talking about dogs here. You're talking about the legs, because it's an idiomatic sentence. What does dogs are barking mean? Dogs are barking means my legs are hurting. No, sir, my dogs are not barking. Yes, I know your dogs are not barking, Ganesh. Thank you. Thank you very much for a reply, timely reply. I really appreciate your life. You're joining me live today, and I really appreciate your answer. And Ganesh replied my question by saying, no, sir, my dogs are not barking. This one is for you, Ganesh. The spelling of the word barking is B-A-R-K-I-N-G. There's another word, P-A-R-K-I-N-G. Well, when we talk about the right pronunciation, when we talk about the correct pronunciation of these two words, it's not barking. It's not barking. Remember, R is quiescent here. R is silent here. Remember, Ganesh, it's not barking. It's bucking. Hope you got my points. Now, if you really got my point, give me a thumbs up. If you got my point, Ganesh, give me a thumbs up, right? So the right pronunciation, the correct pronunciation is not barking, it's bucking. And it's not barking, it's pucking. Because, whoa, thank you very much. That's really, really wonderful of you. Thank you very much. I asked Ganesh to give me one thumbs up. He has sent me a number of thumbs up. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your gesture. I really appreciate you joining me live today. Ganesh, the right pronunciation of these two words is not parking and barking. Remember, R is quiescent here. It's not parking, it is parking. And it's not barking, it is bucking. And as you said, your legs are not hurting. Your legs are not hurting. Your dogs are not barking. Are your dogs barking? Yes, sir. My dogs are barking. I'm afraid, sir, my dogs are not barking. My legs are not hurting. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Come and join me live today. Come on, come and join me. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm talking about spoken English. What does spoken English mean? Spoken English means speaking English fluently without hesitation. I remember talking about rule number 1 in one of my previous sessions, in one of my live sessions. Rule number 1 goes like this. When you utter the same sentence again and again, you learn to say it by heart. Yes, you heard me correct, all you people out there. I wanted people to follow rule number 1. And rule number 1 goes like this. Oh, Ganesh is all ears. Ganesh is all ears. Come on, answer the simple question of mine, Ganesh, by texting a message to me by saying, yes, sir, I am all ears. Well, I'm talking about an advanced expression here, all ears. All you people out there must be wondering what exactly meaning of this expression, all ears. Ganesh, what does all ears mean? All ears means listening. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Rather than going with a basic word, listening, you can go with this advanced expression, are you all ears? I am talking about your ears. Are you all ears? Thank you very much, Ganesh. Really appreciate your joining me live today, and I really appreciate your answers. Thank you very much for being live today, and thank you very much for being active. I got the reply, I got the answer from Mr. Ganesh. He says, yes, sir, I'm all ears. Oh, we got the meaning of this expression, all ears, which means listening. Ganesh, are you all ears? I got the reply here. Yes, sir, I'm all ears. I'd like to talk about another advanced expression here. Ganesh, are you all eyes? Are you all eyes? Which means, are you watching carefully? Are you watching carefully? And the answer is yes, sir, I am all eyes. I'm all eyes. I'm watching carefully. And I'm all ears. I'm listening carefully. Here is another question to this boy who happens to be one of my previous students from the school where I worked for more than 17 years as a spoken English tutor. Ganesh, are you a night owl? Are you a night owl? Remember the meaning of this advanced expression, night owl. N-I-G-H-T, night, O-W-L, night owl. What does night owl mean? Remember, all you people out there, I'm talking about a bird, O-W-L, owl. I am not talking about out here. It's not night out. Oh, I got the reply from Ganesh. Yes, sir, I'm all eyes, but internet is slow. Oh, it doesn't matter, Ganesh. Thank you very much. I understand your problem. Right, thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir, I am night owl. Hope you got the meaning of this advanced expression, Ganesh. Night owl is a person, is a boy, or is a girl who prefers to stay awake late night. And if you have the habit of going to bed at 11 o'clock or 11:30 or 12 o'clock, then you come into the category of night owl. Ganesh says, yes, sir, I'm a night owl. Ganesh, are you an early bird? Are you an early bird? Dave K, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to you today. Thank you very much for joining me live today. I really appreciate you joining me live today. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Good afternoon to you today. I really appreciate you joining me live today. Thank you very much. Answer the simple question of Brian. Dave, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? And the answer is, I am doing pretty well. Thank you very much. What about you, sir? I am doing pretty well. Thank you very much. So what about you? I'm going back to Ganesh. Ganesh, sir, I think a night owl means sleeping late. Yes, you are absolutely right. You got the point there. Congratulations, you got the right answer. Yes, night owl is a person who prefers to stay awake late night. Almost all of us are night owls. Well, this advanced science and technology is growing in leaps and bounds, and this advanced science and technology is making all of us night owls. I am talking about a bird here, OWL owl. Coming back to Ganesh. Ganesh, are you an early bird? Are you an early bird? Remember the meaning of this expression, an early bird. An early bird is a person, as a boy or a girl who wakes up early in the morning. Are you an early bird? Ganesh, are you an early bird? The answer is yes, sir, I'm an early bird. I'm afraid, sir, I am not an early bird. Thank you very much, Dave K, for joining me live today. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Answer the simple question of mine and get connected with me, Dave. How are you doing today? And the answer is, I am doing pretty well. Thank you very much. What about you? Yes, I got the reply from Ganesh. Yes, sir. Sometimes I'm an early bird. Okay. I need to make a little correction there. It's not sometimes I am early bird. It has to be I am an early bird. Okay. Ganesh says that he's an early bird, but he's not an early bird every day. And he says that he's a night owl. Okay, Ganesh, here is another question to you. When do you hit the sack? When do you hit the sack? Well, hit the sack is an idiomatic sentence. And what does hit the sack mean? Hit the sack means to go to bed. To go to bed. To return bed. To retire to bed. Yes, sir, sometimes, yes. Ganesh, I'm coming back to you. Answer the simple question of mine. Are you a night owl? Oh, I'm sorry. Very sorry. That wasn't your question. Question goes to Ganesh, and the question is, when do you hit the sack? What does hit the sack mean? Hit the sack means to go to bed. Remember the spelling of the word sack. S-A-C-K, sack. When do you hit the sack? And the answer is, I hit the sack at 11 o'clock. I hit the sack at 12 o'clock. I hit the sack 30 minutes past 12 o'clock. Come on, answer the simple question of Brian. Ganesh, when do you hit the sack? Do you hit the sack at 11 o'clock? Do you hit the sack at 11:30? Yes. Ganesh says, yes, sir, I hit the sack at 12 o'clock. Yes, you hit the sack at 12 o'clock. Remember the meaning of this idiomatic sentence, Ganesh. It means to go to bed. When do you hit the sack? Well, the answer is, I hit the sack at 2 o'clock. Ganesh, I want you to ask this question to me. Ask this question to me about hitting the sack. You know, sir, when do you hit the sack? Sir, I hit the sack at 12 o'clock. Well, I got the reply from Ganesh. I hit the sack at 12 o'clock. Oh, Ganesh hits the sack at 12 o'clock, and he's a night owl, and he's an early bird as well. Right. So these are the expressions here. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much for joining me live today. Good afternoon. I'm waiting for a reply. How are you doing today, Dave? The answer is I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much. What about you? I am doing pretty well. Thank you very much. What about you? Well, going back to Ganesh, hit the sack means to go to bed. Hit the sack means to go to bed. All ears means listening. All eyes means watching carefully. And then we have dogs are barking means my legs are hurting. Okay, going back to spoken English. What does spoken English mean? Spoken English means speaking English. Speaking English fluently without hesitation. What does spoken English mean? Spoken English means speaking English fluently without hesitation. I got a reply from Dave K. Apologize for not responding. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't want you to apologize. Well, I don't want you to be sorry for anything. I really appreciate you joining me live today. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you joining me live today. And there's nothing to worry about. I don't want you to apologize, right? So come and join me live today. Now answer the simple question of mine. Okay, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? And the answer is, I am doing pretty well today. I am doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. What about you? Well, all you people out there, I don't want people to apologize me for anything, right? I really appreciate you joining me live today. I'm thankful to Ganesh and I'm thankful to Dave K, who have joined me live today and who are having some sort of conversation with me live today. Come on, all you people out there. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon to every man, Jack of you. Good afternoon to all and sundry. Good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Yes, I'm going back to Ganesh. I am going back to Ganesh. Well, Ganesh, I remember about your father. That your father is a software engineer. Remember about your mother. That your mother is a homemaker. Remember, Ganesh, it's not housewife. Remember, Dave, it's not housewife. Well, housewife is considered to be an updated expression. So rather than housewife, you better use this advanced expression to talk about your mother, to describe your mother. My mother is a homemaker. Well, it's not housewife. My mother is a homemaker. Ganesh father is a software engineer. Ganesh mother is a homemaker. And I'm sorry to say that Ganesh does not have siblings. He doesn't have siblings. And what exactly is the meaning of the word siblings? Brothers and sisters. How many siblings do you have? And he replied my question by saying, I'm afraid, sir, I don't have siblings. How do we spell the word siblings? siblings. Remember, it's siblings. I want you to practice this couple of questions, every day. And I want you people to follow rule number 1. Ganesh, what exactly is rule number 1? When you utter the same sentence again and again, you learn to say it by heart. Ganesh is a denarian, Ganesh is a bachelor, and Ganesh is 18 years old, and Ganesh is footloose and fancy free. Well, I want to ask this question to Dave and to Ganesh. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate it joining me live today, Ganesh. Despite of your internet disturbance and internet problem, you are trying very hard to stay connected with me, and I really appreciate your gesture. That's really commendable. Kudos, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Ganesh, sir, when will you hit the sack? Yes, I got the question from Mr. Ganesh, and he wants to know, when do I hit the sack? Make a couple of guesses, Ganesh. Make a couple of guesses. Okay, I give you a couple of options here. So let's play Count Baniga Crowpathy live today. Here are the options, Ganesh. I know you've got some problem out there. You've got some problem with your internet. I came to know that your internet is slow, but I still expect to get the answer from you, Ganesh. Here are the options. Option A for this question: when will you hit the sack, or when do you hit the sack? Option A, 10 o'clock. Option B, 11 o'clock. Option C, 12 o'clock. Option D, 1 o'clock. Come on. You got 4 options here, Ganesh. When will you hit the sack, or when do you hit the sack? I'm giving 4 options to you. Let's play Count Baniga Correct for the year. If you get the right answer, you stand as a winner. And if you get the wrong answer, you stand as a loser, and I stand as a winner. Come on, Ganesh, answer the simple question of mine. I'm giving you 4 options, and here are the options. Let me run all 4 options by you again, Ganesh. Option A, 10 o'clock. Option B, 11 o'clock. Option C, 12 o'clock. And option D, 1 o'clock. Well, Ganesh replies my question by saying Sir, I think 1 o'clock. Are you sure? Are you sure, Ganesh? Is this your final answer? Is this your final answer? Do you still want to go with option D? 1 o'clock. What are you talking about? Hitting sack at 1 o'clock? Going to bed at 1 o'clock? Oh. Come on. Think about it. Take your own time. You have option A, that is 10 o'clock. You have option B, that is 11 o'clock. You have option C. What do you think about option C, Ganesh? 12 o'clock. And your answer is 1 o'clock. Are you sure? Is that your final answer? Come on. Text me a message. Send me a message by saying, yes, sir. So that's my final answer. Yes, sir. That's my final answer. Hello. Good afternoon to every magic of you. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Marvin to welcome you. I hope everything is taking a boo and hunky-dory. You people out there, welcome to my domain. Welcome to my channel. All you people out there, what are you waiting for? Don't be chickens. Come and join me live today. I've decided to go live again. I'm in flush today. This is your very own spoken English trainer, KMD.English. Okay, I got the reply from Ganesh. Yes, sir. You should maintain YouTube, Instagram, and college. Okay. Now give me the final answer, Ganesh. Now what exactly is the final answer? Do you still want to go with option D? That's 1 o'clock? Is it your final answer? Thank you very much, Ganesh. I really appreciate you joining me live today. And I'm waiting for your answer. Is that your final answer? Is it your final answer? 1 o'clock. What do you think about 1 o'clock? Do you still want to go with 1 o'clock? Think about option C, that is 2 o'clock. Come on, give me your final answer now. Is it A, 10 o'clock? Is it B, 11 o'clock? Is it C, 12 o'clock? Or is it D, 1 o'clock? No, sir. I think it's 11 o'clock. Okay. Do you want to change your answer? You want to go with option B, 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock. Okay. Is it your final answer? Yes, sir. That's my final answer. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Yes, Ganesh. Yes, sir. Okay, I got the final answer from Mr. Ganesh. Well, the given four options were option A, 10 o'clock, option B, 11 o'clock, option C, 12 o'clock, and option D, 1 o'clock. Okay, I'm going back to Ganesh. Ganesh, I have the deal here. I have a deal here, and the deal is if you change your answer, that is from 11 o'clock to some other option, I give you 1,000 points. If you change your answer from 11 o'clock to some other option, I give you 1,000 points. Now, do you still want to go with option B, or you want to change your option and get 1,000 points? Come on. Are you interested to get 1,000 points? Do you want to change your answer here? Do you still want to go with option B, 11 o'clock? Hello. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Thank you very much, all you people out there, for joining me live today. Welcome to Learn English. So I'm talking about spoken English here. And what does spoken English mean? Spoken English means speaking English fluently without hesitation. Yes. No, sir. Do you want to... Ganesh says that he doesn't want to change his answer. And he doesn't want to get 1,000 points here. So option B is your final answer, Ganesh. I'm locking your final answer. Let's see what the computer has got to say. Come on, computer. Please lock option B and tell us whether it's the right answer or the wrong answer. Our Ganesh. Option A, 10 o'clock. Option B, 11 o'clock. Option C, 12 o'clock. And option D, 1 o'clock. And the question is, when does Eunice hit the sack? So that's me. When do I hit the sack? Option A, 10 o'clock. Option B, 11 o'clock. Option C, 12 o'clock. Option D, 1 o'clock. Well, Ganesh first wanted to go with option D, that is 1 o'clock. And then I decided to change his answer. He decided to go with option B, that is 11 o'clock. And I made an offer to him. I said that if he changes his answer and decide to go with some other option, I give him 1,000 points. But he still wanted to go with the same option, that is option B, 11 o'clock. Ganesh, congratulations. You've done a great job. Congratulations, kudos. Option B is the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer. Yes, sorry to say, option B is the wrong answer, Ganesh. I hit the sack at 1 o'clock. Yes, I hit the sack at 1 o'clock. On the other hand, I'm an early bird. I wake up at 6 o'clock. Yes, you heard me correct. I hit the sack at 1 o'clock. I'm a night owl. And I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm an early bird. Well, I am both. I'm a night owl and an early bird. Sorry to say. Sorry to say, your answer is wrong. Well, I made all attempts to change your mind, but you were fixed with option B, that is 11 o'clock. But your first option was right, 1 o'clock. I have the habit of hitting the sack at 1 o'clock. I hit the sack at 1 o'clock. I'm a night owl, and I wake up early in the morning at 6 o'clock. I'm an early bird. Ganesh, I want you to type this message to me. I hit the sack at 12 o'clock. I am a night owl and I wake up at 6 o'clock. I'm an early bird. I want you to type this message to me right now. Thank you. Thank you very much, all you people out there, for joining me live today. I'm joined by Mr. Ganesh, who happens to be one of my old students, and who's a denarian, who's 18 years old. His father is a software engineer, his mother is a homemaker, and he doesn't have siblings. Now this is all about Ganesh. And I'm also joined by Dave K, and Dave K, come on, what are people waiting for? Come and join my large number, all you people out there. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon to great man Jacob you. Good afternoon to all in Sunbury, and good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. I hit the sack at 12 o'clock. I am a night owl and I am an early bird. There we go. Kudos, kudos. You get a thumbs up here. Okay, Ganesh, I want you not to feel, bad about it. I want you not to feel sad about it. I want you not to get disheartened. I'm giving you 1,000 points. You get 1,000 points for all these answers. You've been connected with me right from the beginning of my today's live session. You've been active. You've been answering all these questions of mine quite actively. I really appreciate your joining me today, and I hope you are learning something from live session by joining me live session every day. Thank you very much. Ganesh, I'm coming back to you. Here is another question to you. Where exactly are you from, Colonel? Now, where exactly do you stay? So, do you dwell in the vicinity of Anorpate? Or do you dwell in the vicinity of Santosh Nagar? Or do you dwell in the vicinity of B camp or C camp? Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your joining me live today. Ganesh happened to ask this question. To me in one of my live sessions earlier, that you have Instagram. Remember telling him that I have Instagram. Ganesh, remember you asking me this question about Instagram yesterday. Day before yesterday, I'm sorry. I could not come live yesterday as I was in the go. Yes, Ganesh, I have Instagram and the Learn English with KMD. I want you to get connected with me on Instagram. Come on. Get connected with me on Instagram. Ganesh, set a friend request or start following me on Instagram and I will start following you. Thank you very much, Ganesh. So where exactly are you from? I know you are from Colonel. I know you are native of Colonel. I know you live in Colonel, but where exactly do you live in Colonel? I want you to give me the locality here. Are you from B camp, or are you from C camp, or are you from Santosh Nagar? Yes, sir, I follow you on Instagram. Now, what exactly is your ID on Instagram, Ganesh? Now, give me your ID. I already followed you from first week, sir. Thank you very much. Now, give me your ID. Give me your ID so that I can recognize you, because many people follow me on Instagram. Many people follow me on Facebook as well. So it gets really very difficult to recognize people. And if you could give me your ID, it gets much easier for me to recognize you, Ganesh. I really appreciate your joining me live today, and I really appreciate your answers. Thank you very much, Ganesh. So where are you from? Where exactly are you from in Colonel? Are you from B camp, or are you from C camp, or are you from Santosh Nagar? Are you from NR Pates? Where exactly are you from? Hello. Good afternoon to Rick Manchek of you. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Welcome to my domain and welcome to my channel. Sir, I am from C camp. I'm very happy to hear that you are from C camp. Right, you're from C camp. Now, what exactly is your ID on Instagram, Ganesh? Is it Ganesh or something else? So happy to hear that Ganesh is from C camp. He's not from B camp, he's from C camp. He's not from A camp, he's from C camp. A camp, B camp, and C camp. I'm joined by Ganesh. Ganesh happens to be one of my previous students. He's from the school where I worked for more than 17 years as a spoken English tutor. And Ganesh is a denarian, he's a bachelor, he's 18 years old, he's footloose and fancy free. His father is a software engineer, his mother is a homemaker, he has no siblings. Sir, I am from C camp. What's your Instagram ID, Ganesh? I'm waiting for your Instagram ID. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Thank you very much, all you people out there. Come on, come and join me like today. What are you people waiting for? Don't be chicken. Don't get apprehensive. Don't panic. Don't get scared. Come and join me live today by answering the simple question of mine: how are you doing today? And the answer is, I am doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. What about you? Have you had your breakfast? Have you had your lunch? Have you had your supper? If you talk about all the three questions, people out there, all the three questions are based upon present perfect tense. Yes, you heard me correct. I'm talking about present perfect tense here. Have you had a breakfast? Well, I never said breakfast. Let me talk about the right pronunciation of this word, breakfast. It's not breakfast, it's breakfast. Breakfast. With all you people out there, I know that you people are laughing at me. I know you people are laughing at me. I could see those faces. Well, it's not breakfast, it's breakfast. Have you had a breakfast? Yes, sir, I have had my breakfast. No, sir, I haven't had my breakfast. I'm talking about the second meal of the day, lunch. Have you had your lunch? Yes, sir, I have had my lunch. No, sir, I haven't had my lunch. I remember asking this question to this boy who's over here joining me live today, Ganesh. Have you had your lunch? And he replied my question by saying, yes, sir, I have had my lunch. And I'm talking about the third meal of the day, the last meal of the day, and the final meal of the day, supper. supper. Yes, sir, I have had my supper. I'm afraid, sir, I haven't had my supper. Yes, sir, are you received from... Oh, are you? Yes. Thank you very much, Ganesh. Oh my gosh. It seems you're following me, right? You're following me very closely on Instagram, on YouTube, and on messengers as well. On Messenger as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your concern here. Ganesh is worried about my cough and cold. I remember telling this in my reel today that I presume my voice sounding a bit funny today, and all the credit goes to cough and cold. Yes, I have recovered from cough and cold, and I'm as right as rain today. I am as right as rain today. All you people out there, I want you people to understand this advanced expression. What does right as rain mean? Right as rain means absolutely perfect. As right as rain. Thank you very much, Ganesh. I really appreciate your concern. I have recovered from my cough and cold. Thank you very much. So have you had a breakfast? Have you had your lunch? Have you had your supper? Yes, sir, I have had my breakfast. Yes, sir, I have had my lunch. No, sir, I have not had my supper. Actually, I had my supper before hitting the sack. I had my supper before hitting the sack. Right. Ganesh, I'm coming back to you. What's your cup of tea? What's your cup of tea? What's your favorite activity, Ganesh? Well, I'm talking about a pneumatic sentence here, cup of tea. What does cup of tea mean? Cup of tea means your favorite activity. What is your cup of tea? Well, this expression, this idiomatic sentence, cup of tea, has got two meanings. The first meaning is your favorite activity, and the second meaning of cup of tea is something which is impossible to achieve. So let's go with the first meaning. I'm going back to Ganesh, and your question is this: what's your cup of tea? What's your favorite activity? Well, here are the answers. Reading is my cup of tea. Writing is my cup of tea. Watching television is my cup of tea. Watching cricket is my cup of tea. Playing cricket is my cup of tea. Right? Teaching English is my cup of tea. Riding bike is my cup of tea. Driving car is my cup of tea. I'm going back to Ganesh, and here is your question. Ganesh, what's your cup of tea? Sir, playing chess and 3D modeling were my cup of tea. Oh, I got your first boring this, playing chess. I came to know that you're very much interested in playing chess, and playing chess is your cup of tea. I didn't get this 3D modeling. What exactly is 3D modeling, Ganesh? 3D modeling. Do you do some sort of modeling, Ganesh? Are you in some sort of modeling? Well, you did answer this question, right, Ganesh. What exactly is your Instagram ID? I want you to tell me your Instagram ID so that I could follow you closely. Please tell me your Instagram ID, Ganesh, so that I could follow you closely. Thank you very much, Ganesh. Well, I got the reply from Mr. Ganesh, who says that, you know, sir, playing chess is my cup of tea, and 3D modeling is also his cup of tea. And I'm struggling really, very hard to figure out what exactly is 3D modeling. What exactly is 3D modeling, Ganesh? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Welcome to my channel. This is your very own KMD.English. This is your very own spoken English tutor, professional spoken English tutor, KMD.English, from Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. I'm joined by Ganesh, and I was joined by Dave. It seems Dave has left us long back. I'm still joined by Ganesh. And this was a question asked to him: what's your cup of tea? Ganesh replied my question by saying playing chess and 3D modeling, or my cup of tea, or is my cup of tea. So what does spoken English mean? Spoken English means speaking English fluently without hesitation. Rule number one goes like this. When you utter the same sentence, when you utter the same dialogue, when you utter the same question, when you utter the same word, when you utter the same phrasal word, when you utter the same idiomatic sentence again and again and again, you learn to say it by heart. Yes, you heard me correct, all the people out there. I want you people to utter as many times as you can until it occurs to your tongue readily and easily without any problem. So 3D modeling means mode objects in 3D, sir. Okay. So you make objects in 3D. That sounds really superb. That sounds fabulous. I'd like to see your work. I'd like to see a couple of pictures. I'd like to see a couple of projects being done by you. And as you told me a little while ago that you're following me closely on Instagram and Facebook, if it's possible for you, could share a couple of projects with me so that I could go through it, so that I could see what exactly you are up to when it comes to 3D modeling. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ganesh. I really appreciate it joining me. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the luck. Right. Okay, coming back to the point here. Rule number one goes like this. I'm talking about rule number one. Rule number one goes like this when you utter. Remember one thing, all you people out there, it's not utter. It's not water. It's water, utter. Water, utter. I'm a beginner to 3D modeling, sir. Oh, I'm very happy to hear. I'm delighted to hear. I'm excited to hear that you're a beginner. You are trying to do something. And 3D modeling is your cup of tea. 3D modeling is your favorite activity. 3D modeling is what you like to do. And you also love playing chess. Playing chess and 3D modeling is your cup of tea. Yes, rule number one goes like this. When you utter, well, I am talking about two different words here. It's not water, it's not utter, it's water and utter. Water and utter. So here is rule number one, Ganesh. When you utter the same sentence again and again, you learn to say it by heart. Yes, you heard me correct. So that's rule number one, and I want you to follow rule number one. When you utter the same sentence again and again, you learn to say it by heart. I'm going back to Ganesh. Ganesh, here is another question to you. Do you ride a bike? Do you ride a bike? Yes, Ganesh. Answer the simple question of mine. Do you ride a bike? Well, remember one thing, Ganesh. It's not do you ride your bike. They're not 5 different words. I want you to treat it as one single chunk. And the chunk is, do you ride a bike? 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 Well, I might be sounding Jew. And I am sounding Jew. D will Y will U becomes Jew. Do you ride a bike? 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 Yes, sir. No, sir, I can't ride a bike. No, I can't ride a bike. Okay, Ganesh, I'm coming back to you. My question was, do you ride a bike? And the right answer is, no, sir, I don't. Or you can say, no, sir, I don't ride a bike. Do you ride a bike? Yes, I ride a bike. No, sir, I don't ride a bike. Ganesh answered my question by saying, no, sir, I can't ride a bike. Oh, Ganesh, here is another question to you. Do you ride a bicycle? Do you ride a bicycle? Answer the simple question of mine, Ganesh. Do you ride a bicycle? Yes, sir. I don't ride a bike. Very good. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your answer, Ganesh. Answer the simple question of mine. Do you ride a bicycle? Do you ride a bicycle? Yes, sir, I ride a bicycle. No, sir, I don't ride a bicycle. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Yes, sir, I ride a bicycle. There you go. You got the right answer this time. Yes, sir, I ride a bicycle. Well, if you could ride a bicycle, you could ride a bike too. And if you could ride a bicycle, riding a bike is not a big deal. The only thing is you need to practice for a couple of times. And the best way to practice, the best place to practice in the entire Canole City is none other than STBC College ground. Hope you agree with me. No other place in this entire city is better than STBC ground to learn to ride a bicycle or a bike and even a car to some extent. Yes, I know to ride a bicycle, I know to ride a bike, but I don't know to drive a car. Yes, you heard me correct, all you people out there. I know to ride a bicycle, I know to ride a bike, but I don't know to drive a car. Yes, sir, I ride a bicycle. I got an answer from Ganesh. He says, yes, sir, I ride a bicycle. Right. Remember one thing, Ganesh, when we're talking about this bicycle and a bike, we go with the verb ride, R-I-D-E. I'm sorry, R-I-D-E, ride. Bike rider, bicycle rider. We never say bike driver or bicycle driver. So when we get the chance to talk about two-wheelers, when we get the chance to talk about two wheels, we go with ride, bike rider, and bicycle rider. As far as Ganesh, this boy is concerned, this 18-year-old boy is concerned, this Janarian is concerned, he is a bicycle rider, but not a bike rider. And when we talk about more than two wheels, say for instance, when we talk about an auto, when we talk about a car, when we talk about a bus, when we talk about a lorry, when we talk about a tractor, we don't go with the verb ride, we go with drive. Auto driver, car driver, lorry driver, bus driver, tractor driver. Remember the difference between ride and drive. The word ride is used with two wheelers. Bike rider, bicycle rider. And if you get the chance to talk about more than two wheels, then don't go with ride. It's wrong in the part to ask this question, something like this. Do you ride a car? No. Do you ride an auto? No. Remember, it's always, do you drive an auto? Do you drive a car? Do you drive a bus? Do you drive a lorry? Do you drive a tractor? Okay, thank you, Ganesh. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your answer. Yes, sir, I ride a bicycle. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon to every man, Jacob. You welcome to Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. I'm going back to Ganesh again. Ganesh, it's time for me to call it a day. Yes, you heard me correct. Call it a day. What does call it a day mean? Call it a day means to conclude, to end. It's time for me to knock off. Yes, what exactly is the meaning of this expression, knock off? K-N-O-C-K-O-F-F, knock off. Sir, can we say train? Yes. Here is a question from Mr. Ganesh. He says that, can we use the word driver to talk about train drivers? Yes, of course you can. We can use the word driver to talk about train. But when it comes to plane, you can't use the word driver there because we have a specific word to talk about there, that is a pilot. Yes, you had me correct. Of course, Ganesh, you can use the word driver to talk about train. As far as train drivers are concerned, we have female train drivers and male train drivers. Of course, you could use the word driver to talk about train, to talk about tractors, to talk about lorry, to talk about a car, to talk about auto. But when it comes to bike and bicycle, you gotta go with ride. And of course, you could even use the word ride to talk about a horse. Are you a horse rider? Do you know horse riding? Yes, sir, I know horse riding. Yes, sir, I know horse riding. Do you ride a horse? It's not do you drive a horse. We never use drive when we talk about a horse. Of course, you may get a doubt here that a horse is blessed with 4 legs. But it's an animal. We never go with drive here. Do you know horse driving? No. The right expression is, do you know horse riding? Horse riding is my cup of tea. It's not horse driving is my cup of tea. We never use driving or driver with horse, with bike, and with bicycle. Hope you got my point, Ganesh. If you really got my point, give those thumbs up to me. And I'm talking about call it a day. What does call it a day mean? Call it a day means, shall we conclude the live session today here? Shall I wind up the session here? Shall I stop the session here? Shall we call it a day? And the answer is, yes, sir, we shall call it a day. Yes, sir. Shall we knock off? KNOCKOFF, knock off, means to conclude, to start, and to end. Shall we call it a day? Yes, sir, we shall call it a day. Well, it's been more than an hour since I've come live today. Thank you very much, Dave K, and thank you very much, Ganesh, for joining me live today. It's been absolutely fantastic having conversation with this wonderful boy over here, whose appellation is Ganesh, who's a Denarian, and who happens to be one of my old students. Thank you very much. It's time for me to call it a day. It's time for me to wind up today's session. It's been absolutely fabulous. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Do take a very good care of yourself and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.